I've never seen. So the Department of Justice is usually you want it run by someone who's level-headed, who's got some insight, who actually knows the law, and who is not protecting and murderers. So we have this woman, Pam Bondi, gets in front of, and I watched the hearing, and I couldn't believe it.
It was actually shocking.
It was stunning to the point where I thought, I thought clown show, and then I thought unprofessional, then I thought chaos, and then I thought, what? She's really a bitch.
Yeah. She's
really a bad person. And what bothered me the most is she started going after everybody. She didn't even answer. If somebody wasn't white, she didn't answer their questions.
Oh.
Yeah, Jayapal, was it Jayapal? She just went like this.
Oh, she was
she
nasty
just,
to her.
And there was someone else that answered, she just went like this.
Oh,
she just grabbed her water and did that.
Nasty.
And then, here's the thing. I know you guys all have seen it, but we have all the victims. Epstein's victims are sitting behind her.
Yeah.
They're there. One of the congressmen asked them all to stand up. She didn't even look at them. They said, would you apologize to these victims for hiding the baby? She wouldn't say a word.
It was crazy too, because if it was a Democrat, she had that binder with opposition research against them personally. Like she's 5, and instead of, she would never even look at them or acknowledge that they were asking her questions. She would just flip through her binder, and then, if given a chance, start screaming out, like literally sometimes screaming out
a little Jerry Nads
things about what they did in their district.
Yeah, Jerry Nads. So you've made a lot of money on the stock market, haven't you, Mr. Nadler?
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? You're the head of the Department of Justice. The fuck are you talking about?
Asking you questions
about child.
You're supposed to answer.
About and you're yelling at people. It was disgusting. I rarely care this much about, but this is a big deal. This makes Watergate look like nothing.
Yes.
And we have the worst people. That was the whole thing about the Armageddon update. We have the worst group of assholes in every department.
Yeah, it's awful. And just the white trashiness of it all. It was really stunning to me to see a grown person, treating human beings that way, speaking to human beings that way, just at a basic humanity level. It's Kristi Noem does it. They all just lack basic decency and humanity.
Yeah.
Like you cannot speak to people certain ways. You just can't. And
I have moments of that.
And on top of that, she's the Attorney General. So that bears a very certain amount of responsibility and etiquette and job requirements, like answering Congress's question, because his people all seem to forget, and he as well, that they work for us.
Right.
So literally our dollars pay their salary. And they don't seem to care about that.
None of them. Not a single one of them. They think they're in charge. And then you've got Bavino. Bavino, who he got rid of finally, but he was literally dressed like a Nazi from a Nazi movie.
Yeah, that was weird.
The fuck
They're all into cosplay. But also, we're getting all these reports that Kristi Noem has demanded, and Kash Patel as well, these very specialized jets, luxury
airplanes.
Jets for themselves, which our tax dollars are paying for. And so I am stunned that more people aren't screaming like we are, because you guys cared so much about how much eggs cost.
Yeah.
And you couldn't afford to feed your families. And now you're seeing the ballroom.
Two planes got bought by DHS, I think.
Now Trump has announced he's going to repaint the entire fleet of planes in his colors with his whatever logo.
He ain't leaving.
He's not leaving.
He's not leaving.
But so our tax dollars need to pay for that. But again, we've closed food banks. We've stopped food assistance. We've
stopped getting people vaccinations worldwide, which has lost us all our power. Like, he's literally put us on a war footing.
Yeah.
Like, we are in chaos. Like, we are going to war. He's going to bomb Iran because the Epstein files. we're going to attack Iran. Now, China has said if we attack Iran, China's in.
Yeah.
So that the fucking chaos is so out of control.
Yeah.
It is a snowball of chaos,
Yeah.
and we're fucked. And I don't know. I said this I was on stage in Dallas. I played a couple called Hyenas, and it was fine. The audiences were great. And then I went to oh gosh, guys, if you're in Austin, go to Cap City Comedy Club. The best comics, man. It is just the best of the best. And I had a great time there too. I was in Cap City on Sunday, and I was I was doing Doomed to Repeat. And I did a piece from it, and I said, it's weird. I go, we're laughing at it, but we don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Like, I keep asking, why aren't we protesting? Why aren't we in the streets? Because we don't know what to do. Like, what? I'm going to go see Bruce Springsteen this year.
That's a not so silent protest.
No, but
usually
what do we?
And everyone around us just like, oh God. Twice, two times going to see Springsteen, I have bent my wedding ring and had to send it off to get it fixed. Because
you were clapping. Yeah.
Because the whole time we never set our asses down.
Nope. We annoy the shit out of people.
Us also hate, Conan being one of them one time.
Yeah.
And we're also doing this the whole time.
Yeah.
So in case they could see over our heads, we make sure they can't cannot see over our heads.
Well, they can, then they can't. Then they can, then they can't. Then they can't, then they can't.
So I bent my ring in half doing that twice.
But
that's how good he is.
What do we do? Like when George Floyd, the thing happened with George Floyd, the protests got bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And finally, it was so insane that you remember when people were surrounded the White House and he went into his bunker?
And he put up
They're up now.
Oh, they're up again.
They're up now.
He's such a weenie.
He's a weenie. He's a weenie.
This episode brought to you by OneSkin.
Such a weenie. Why is that the worst thing anyone's ever said about him?
Not foreskin. OneSkin. OneSkin could help that skin, though, probably. Really, the craziest skincare company, because it's actually backed by real science, which is why I found them before they started advertising on the podcast, because I was doing research, and found out that this actually is the first skincare, it seems, that actually makes a difference, that really does something. So what it does is they use this peptide called OS1, and they got in the lab these scientists that founded this company and tried all these different peptides and found this OS1 peptide. And what it does is it fights visible signs of aging, like wrinkles, fine lines, when you lose elasticity, stuff like that. That all happens because of zombie cells or senescent cells. It's just dead cells. That's what causes that visible aging. And this OS1 peptide is the first ingredient that's been proven in the lab to switch off those dead cells and slows skin aging directly at the source, which is crazy.
So over the years, as I've gotten older, you've been really good about getting me to moisturize. And we've tried a bunch of stuff over the years. This stuff, it doesn't have fragrance in it. Like sometimes I'll put stuff on, I'll put something like the wrong kind of lotion on, and I'll get those little red dots, burns, and then it goes away for a second, and it goes away after a minute. But this stuff is great. There's no fragrance in it. There's no extra stuff in it, and it works every single time. I love it.
And female PhD scientists started. Love that.
Can we just put women in charge of everything for a minute? I would just, women in charge. Like,
please, it hasn't worked the other way. So it's not
working. I would say, listen, what's the worst that can happen? We get a pedophile in the White House. Sorry, did it. So what's the worst that could happen? We have someone running the DOJ. That's a psychopath.
Oh, wait, but she is a woman.
Yeah,
DHS and AG are both.
Oh, okay.
women.
Thank you. You're right. I take it back. You're absolutely right. I take it back. It was a bad call.
I think maybe as long as they're not women picked by Donald Trump, we'd be okay. Or Elon Musk, who's mentioned in the Epstein files.
Oh, not as he mentioned, it's embarrassing.
Born from over a decade of longevity research, OneSkin's OS1 peptide, proven to target the visible signs of aging, will help you unlock your healthiest skin and as you age. For a limited time, try OneSkin. You'll get 15% off if you use promo code Titus at oneskin.co/Titus. That's 15% off oneskin.co with promo code Titus. After you buy it, tell them we sent you so that it supports our show.
Let's get back to what I was just talking about.
Yeah. And then I have to tell my little Did he?
What little story? What story?
I got one more of these, but I got a little story I was going to tell earlier, and we got sidetracked.
Women running stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh,
I think we need to give that a shot. But America, for some reason, can't seem to elect a woman.
yeah.
Because we had someone that was running last year who is a woman. Yeah, and she's married to this guy.
Oh, interesting segue.